Hollywood Vampires, My Dead Drunk Friends. What a killer song. This is a CBT guitar lesson for Wes in standard tuning. And Johnny Depp, Joe Perry, Duff McKagan, Alice Cooper. Wow. Really, really great song. So here's what we got going on. It's 3 pages and some really nice chordings. It's got some Beatleness to it. And here at 5 seconds in, we start with this. So we're taking 2-1-2 ADG. It's a B7. And what you're gonna do is strum those 3, slide them a half step sharp. Now a half step means 1 fret. So we're going from this B7 up to 3-2-3, which is a C7. Once you get there, strum it twice. And we've got double dots in your tabs. It's 4 times of that. Don't rest after the slide. This hand keeps going. Then move it back to the B7, which was 2-1-2, and just let it ring. Section 1 comes in at 11 seconds, and it's... so cool. So the next thing, well, I'm going to show you what we just did. Section 1 is this F sharp. It's 2nd fret on the low E, half step bend release. So remember, half step is 1 fret. We're bending an F sharp to a G. If you need to test it by ear, you can pick the G. Shouldn't take a whole lot of pressure. Bend release to open E. And we have some short rests here. Hit the open again. Go 1D, slide to 2. So 1 open on the A, 3E, vibrato. Okay, then the next line. It's kind of the same thing here, but there's a palm mute in there, and it's not critical, but starting with the open E, and we're not starting with the bend now. So open E, quick rest, open E palm mute, the rest is the same. Do that again. And then this part, just really killer. I had to zone in and listen really close to try and grab these tones. There's 2 guitars going on, and at some point I think 3. So I'm trying to stick with the main one that's happening. We've got from the top string down 2-1-2-2. Now the way to do that is to take your 3rd finger, kind of bar it, or split the difference, go in between the strings and see if you can grab them, because we also need the 2nd fret on the high E, and you're going to go E, A, D, and then strum the last 3. So it sounds like this. Here it is individually. It's awesome. Oh, I'm muting the A string there. We don't want to. Then just drop these 3 fingers down. 2-1-2 on the A, D, and G, and go A, D, G, B. Then that's going to repeat. So that's going to take you back to this. Back into this. Then section 2 at 38 seconds, start with the F sharp half step bend release. Let me play some of this. Oops, try it again. So it leads us into an A minor chord. Open A, 2D, 2G, and 1B. We're playing those individually as an arpeggio. We're leaving everything ringing. Take your pinky, go to the 3B, and pull off to 1. Now in your tabs, I put an open after the 1. It's not in there. Just wanted to point that out. Then add your pinky to 3E, strum the last 3 strings right where they sit. So it's... then a 1B, you're already there. Okay, then open A, it's a chromatic run. Open 1, 2, 3. When you get to the 3, we're going to hold that down. We're going to pick the 2D, and then we need 3 GB and an open high E. You're going to strum those. So it's and then 3 2 A. All right. All the parts are great in this. Section 3, 45 seconds. I think this is the verse breakdown, or part of it. And this is, no, this might be the chorus. Ooh, check this out. So cool. So open E, rest, hit it again. 1 D, slide to 2. 3A, and then this stuff's kind of hard to hear because there's a lot going on in here, and the bass I believe is following this. You're gonna pick 2A, hammer 3, pull 2, so keep this first finger down, and then 3 2 on the low E. To open E, then we're kind of starting it over. Open E, 1 D, slide to 2. Now go 2D, 3A to 2A. So that second one is. Okay, the next chunk is this. Open D, hammer to 2. This part's faster. And you're gonna hammer, pick twice, open D, and then 2 3. This is on the A string. 2 3 3 3 2 open. So it's 3 2 on the E, rest, hit the 2 again, and then 4 3 2 A. So that last chunk. Okay, and that's it for that part. Then you got a bunch of repeats going on. Section 1, section 2, section 3, and then at 2:15 we got a C7 chord. From the A string down, it's 3 2 3 1 with finger 3 2 4 1. It'll go. So let's see. We have open 1 2, yes. So could go. Take that off though. Believe it or not, it's in there. I know it sounds weird. At first I was thinking it was a B7, but you can hear the open A. Alright? The flat 5 chord. So the C7 chord, with the pinky try to mute the high E, third finger try to mute the low E, or just don't strike those strings, but 1 2 1 2 change. So that would give you this. The change is open A, 1 D, and 2 G. Now next time they do that, it actually is a C7. Alright, let's turn to page 2. Oh, this part's cool. Drop your volume down a little bit. This is the pirate sounding part. Okay, and then oops. So cool. That's the first timestamp at 2:22, and then we're going to continue on at 2:36. So let's break this down. It's all single notes, nothing has to ring together. On the A string, 2 3, D and G, 2 3. So we have. Okay, then go 2 G, shift up to 2 D, and then 3 2 A. But I want to show you something on that 3 2 A. Take the middle and just move it back to the 2A. Go 2A, 1D, 3G, 2G. So it's. And then 2 3A, 2 3 DG, 2G, 1D. So there's a few surprise notes in here. And then 3 2A. Right. 1D, slide to 5, and then pick the 4. So it's. Let's play all of it. Okay, then 2-3-A, 2-3-D-G, so that's a start over. 2G, then we're gonna go 2D, 3A, 2A, 1D, 3G, 2G. So that's a repeat of the first part, right? And then this is different. 2-3-A, 2-3-4-D, and then 2-5-4-G. Vibrato and then break. 236, we've got this going on. So we have wait, let me do that last part. I screwed it up. Let's start it over. We lost it. Then wait, there's a trick in there. Yeah, so check this out. Let's break it down from the 236 point. We got 4-5-G, and the fingering you're gonna have to experiment with. I put the start finger, but there's a few different options. 4, 5, 5B, 6, 5E. That gives you. Then go 5B, 5G, 4G. 4B, 6, 5E. So that last half is. Here's all of it. And then 4-5G to 5B. 6-5E, 6-5B, 5G. That sounds like this. Quick rest to 8-7B. Okay, then 4-5G, 5B, 6-5E, and then this is where it's tricky. He throws in a 16th note. Down up 6-5B to 5-4G. That's the beat of that. So 4B, 6-5E. So that last chunk is this. And then 4-5G. Then the solo comes in. And what you're going to do here, fingering is going to be important. We need third and second finger on 2G, 1B. We're going to hit the last three strings, including that open high E. Slide up to 4-3 and open high E. You're going to vibrato the chord 3 times. Strum it 3 times after you get there. Right? Okay, after that, it's a little tricky too. You're going to pull off the 2 and open on the G. You don't have to pick the 4. Okay, to 2D to 2G. So, oops. That's the first chunk. Open G, B, and E is kind of a filler to get to the next part. 255, we got open G, and then you start that over. Then you're gonna pull off the 2 open again. So that was a little different on the ending. So the pull off stuff's the same. Go 2D, 2GB, open GB to 2D vibrato. And slide that up. So we got on that second one. 259. Start it again. 2-1 open. We're gonna slide it up. No vibrato on this though. Slide to 4-3. Strum it 3 times. Then go. So you actually pick the 4G. Pull off to 2 and open. And then go 2D and G. Open G. So it's. 2D slide to 4, so it's. Once you slide up to the 4D, half step bend release, and then pick it and repeat that. Again vibrato. So it's 305. This sounds like Wes a slide, like it's probably Joe Perry plays a lot of slide. I don't know how he pulled this off because I'm only hearing it in there for a few little parts and I don't have a slide bar. So it's tabbed out to emulate that, and it's just a short part of slide. 12D slide to 14, use your middle, and then 15B bend. Then third finger, bar the 12th fret on the G or D and G, slide to 14. Same concept on the G and B, 10 to 12. So it's, and then 14, 13 G, you're gonna slide to 16, 15, and that's third and second finger. So you have, oops, oops. It's tough. Once you get up to the 16, 15, you will go, so we're going third finger 14G, slide to 16, 12, 15B, so we got this. Third finger 14G, slide to 16, 12 on the G, twice to 14D vibrato. So, or if we went from the 14, 16 slide, you'd have this. 309, 12 G and B, rest, slide off. 310, we're gonna go 12D, third finger, slide to 14. Oops. So slide to 14, go 12G, 15B, 14G bend, up on 12B, down on 12G, up on 15B, vibrato. So here it is slow. Oops. So that ending, you can hear the speed of it.